Yo, we all know the internet loves a good glow-up story, right? Well, Fresh and Fit thought they were gonna be story. Two dudes, Myron and Walter, decided to become the self-proclaimed gurus of dating, dishing out advice like it was free food at a family reunion. Except their version of game was about as smooth as a gravel driveway. They built their brand on this whole red pill philosophy, claiming to empower men in the dating world. They bragged about their lavish lifestyles, fancy cars, and of course their way with the ladies. They even had a podcast, inviting guests, mostly women, to discuss, well, you guessed it, dating. Their content was like a car accident, hard to look away from even though you knew it was going to be messy. They were loud, opinionated, and thrived on controversy. And for a while it worked. Their subscriber count climbed, their pockets got deeper, and they became the poster boys for a certain type of dude online. But as the saying goes, what goes up?
So you know, people always spread propaganda to turn down an awesome time, and they don't rock with us, so they want to make us look really bad.
Remember those deep pockets I mentioned? Yeah, about that. Fresh and Fit's empire started crumbling faster than a cookie in my grandma's purse. YouTube, the platform that gave them their voice and their money, decided it was time to cut the cord. See, when you build a brand on being controversial, you got to be ready for the consequences. And the consequence for Fresh and Fit was a big, fat, demonetized stamp slapped across their channel.
Guys, the channel has been kicked off the YouTube Partner Program. I shouldn't be admitting this, but saving children, right? That was great, but saving you guys is better.
No more ad revenue, no more sponsorships. They were basically left with a bunch of views and a whole lot of explaining to do. Brands that once saw them as edgy and cool suddenly realized, wait, these dudes are actually kind of problematic. Sponsors pulled out faster than Usain Bolt at the Olympics, leaving Fresh and Fit looking like that friend who always forgets their wallet when the bill comes. Now, I'm all for freedom of speech, but even I gotta draw the line somewhere. And for Myron, that line was crossed, trampled on, and then set on fire. This dude went on a rant that would make even the most hardcore racist blush.
Yo, Reach, I don't even believe in this theory, but you gotta evolve. Whoa, you gotta evolve.
Let's see if Pearl still, you have to wear that too?
Yeah, of course. How am I gonna break this down if I'm not in my proper attire as a race?
Bro.
Let's just say his views on black women were about as welcome as a skunk at a picnic. The internet, being the internet, were calling him out left, right, and center. Hashtags were trending, think pieces were written, and even his most loyal fans were like, hold up, fam, this ain't it. You know you've messed up when even the internet trolls are telling you to chill. But Myron, ever the charmer, doubled down on his comments, claiming he was misunderstood. Yeah, okay, buddy, and I'm the Queen of England. Yacht parties and empty pockets. Remember those lavish lifestyles they were always bragging about? Turns out a lot of it was smoke and mirrors. Fresh and Fit were notorious for throwing these overpriced yacht parties, promising attendees the time of their lives. But what they delivered was more like a budget cruise with questionable hygiene. People were paying top dollar to rub shoulders with their idols, only to find out they were stuck on a boat with lukewarm drinks, subpar food, and a whole lot of regret.
Even indicative of what happened on the boat, and they're saying it flopped. We made a profit, niggas had fun, we went to the club afterwards.
And the goal wasn't to make a bunch of money, stupid.
And
I told y'all that from the beginning.
We made a profit.
It was like the Fire Festival of dating seminars, all hype and no substance. Fans felt cheated, misled, and frankly a little bit dirty. They'd been sold a dream, but all they got was a soggy reality check. And the worst part, Fresh and Fit didn't seem to care. They were too busy counting their stacks of cash, oblivious to the growing discontent among their own followers. Disrespect served Fresh and Fit. Look, I'm not saying every joke has to be politically correct, but there's a difference between edgy humor and straight-up disrespect. And Fresh and Fit, let's just say they weren't winning any awards for their sensitivity training. Their treatment of black women in particular was appalling. They reduced them to stereotypes, made derogatory comments about their bodies, and generally treated them like they were less than human. It was like they skipped the chapter on basic human decency in their alpha male handbook. The backlash was swift and brutal, People called them out for their misogyny, their racism, and their blatant disregard for anyone who didn't fit into their narrow worldview. They tried to defend themselves, claiming they were just telling it like it is, but the damage was done. Fresh out of chances, so where are they now? Well, let's just say Fresh and Fit's star has definitely faded. They're still out there trying to cling to whatever shreds of relevance they have left. But the internet has a long memory and it doesn't forgive easily. Their downfall is a cautionary tale about what happens when you build your brand on hate, exploitation, and a whole lot of hot air. They may have fooled some people for a while, but the truth always comes out in the end. And in the case of Fresh and Fit, the truth left a bitter taste in everyone's mouth. They might try to rebrand, reinvent themselves, or even disappear altogether. But one thing's for sure, the internet never forgets. And the next time someone tries to peddle their brand of toxic masculinity, they'll have Fresh and Fit's downfall as a stark reminder of what happens when you mistake arrogance for confidence and hate for humor.